Let's open up the floor for any comments or questions. First of all, from the Restoration Advisory Board members. Anything for Chris? Gail? Yeah. You have the floor.
Will you be excavating down to the bottom of the 12 or 14 feet for those sites that you have identified as being contaminated down to that level?
Yes, yeah. So the planned depth for all these solid waste disposal areas was 4 feet.
Right.
And that's because we didn't have any information before this project. So yes, the goal ultimately is to first remove all debris visually, and then, of course, the laboratory samples will confirm that we've removed it. So.
In one slide showing the North Point area, it looks like you're excavating in it's slide 5, I'm trying to find that. It looked like you're excavating in a watery hole.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it gets to be tricky, and you decide to pump it out, and so you can pursue the 12 to 14 foot depth.
Correct. Yeah.
The ability to see what on earth you're digging up.
Right. So it can be done underwater. There's from a technical standpoint, there's no reason why we can't do it underwater. These excavators can function properly. We can dig that material up, much like this. This isn't the picture she was speaking of, but good example. This excavator bucket's going down to 10, 12 feet and picking that material up. So you can still dig this material out. The reason we de-water is A, confirmation, visual confirmation, but B, it's more just to be able to move the equipment around such and said there. We can navigate, because it's not 14 feet all the way across. There's just little pockets that are 14 feet. So that helps us isolate the work area.
And then it seems to me that what you were saying in the I guess it's the burn area of the site 12. It looks like those cartridges and bullet casings were properly disposed of at the time they were disposed.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So that was a conscious decision to use that as a disposal area and to do the proper procedure prior to getting rid of these things.
Yeah, we feel
this material is not DMM, right?
this is not right. There was never a range here. There's never a reason for there to be live ammo. We never anticipated there to be live ammo. We encountered these items. We think they were mementos for folks. Take homes, things that were engraved. We found one that had Chinese writing on it. These were just table pieces that at some point were crimped and thrown away. Somehow ended up here. So yeah, we never expected them to be live, and we just went ahead and we were proactive by putting the safety precautions in place to say, hey, we've encountered enough of these now. Let's go ahead and hire some specialists to oversee this and confirm.
No, I understand that part, because there is. I have tried to get a definition of some of these terms, and I've not been successful with this particular group. There's 3 or 4 terms for each special little type of munition. There's things like the packaging that they come in, which might have some spillage of chemicals in the bottom. That's one category. There's firing ranges where you have those long strips of bullets, and then you would have chemical residue on the ground from that. That's another category. And then there's those munitions that were disposed of without following proper protocols. But it sounds like everything was done correctly, and it was just that now you need to dig them up because it was a disposal area and the city doesn't want that. But you have not in any way not followed protocol.
Correct. In fact, no, we have followed protocol because we engaged another part of the Navy division called NOSA. They oversee any munitions and primarily ranges, right? So in scenarios like you explained, you would have a whole litany of contaminants that would be associated with a range. This is not a range. But we went ahead and did engage NOSA to make sure that you know, we were being compliant with just regular safety protocols.